What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 7 of our Minecraft Let's Play series, and there's a problem. The world got corrupt, so I started all over again, and I have been doing this mostly in survival. There is no creative, but I had to duplicate a little bit, because it was starting to get tedious. However, I didn't need to duplicate much, as I already did most of the grinding anyway. I just needed a lot of obsidian and a decent bit of iron. Then I started making a cave system, and I'm working on a mine shaft, and I don't want to show you guys that until it's done, because it's going to be very, very nice. You can barely see the entrance right there. That's not even actually where the mine shaft starts. That's just kind of like a little tunnel for me to get resources. But, besides that, here's the house you guys saw in one of the pictures. Oop, let's not step on my crops over here. I've worked my ass off on this, and what you saw was mostly a finished product. Now it's basically entirely done, and I don't really have much to add on to it anymore. So the last thing I'm doing is the very, very top floor, and I'll just give you guys a little bit of a house tour here. Here's my little dining room slash kitchen area, but this is my kitchen, and this is a little dining area since it's just me. It really is just me in this world, so there's no other reason to, like, have this, a guest room. Nobody lives in here. But it's kind of nice to have, because I might release this world to the public. You guys might actually be able to see this world and play it and stuff like that in the future. I just want to finish the series first. I have a bunch of resources from digging, and like I said, I did have to duplicate. I will be honest, diamonds, as soon as I got my first 30, I was like, it's kind of hard to resist the ability of not doing it, so I just kind of gave into it and just did it myself. I needed to, especially when I'm working on the village project again, and this time I'm revamping it entirely. So, based off of all of my original designs and stuff like that, I'm still adding them in here. However, like I said, I revamped it a lot. You can already kind of see it in the background, and the sun is just rising, so this is going to look good for a while. Let's start off with the entrance, and as you can tell, not a natural desert. I'm really going out of my way for this, alright? Here's the start of the house, and then each house is going to have a designation. How you're able to tell the designation, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll do my hardest to make sure to explain that in a future video. So these houses down here, they're all about the same size. They each have their own different interiors, like the last kind of... I have to work on them. I haven't really done much for the insides yet. I'm getting to that point. I've been mostly focusing on the very back of the village so far, to at least be able to expand on everything. For example, this house, which right now is a little bit shroomy. I guess you can either trip or mix something to eat. It's your option. You can swing either way you want. This house has a couple of nice views and stuff like that. It's kind of cute looking house. This is supposed to be the farmer's house. This is the blacksmith's house, which is just a blacksmith but revamped. You've even got a little skylight up there. There is lava. Oh, it glitched. What the hell? I placed 2 buckets in there, but I guess the second one glitched and I never noticed it. This is also going to be a farmer hut, except it's going to be for different resources in the future updates. However, in the old updates, it's still going to be wheat, but there's actually going to be sugarcane outside the front of it, is the point. And then on the other side, there will be a few cacti. So it'll be at one of those kind of farms, and it'll have a trail that connects down to here. Then for this end of the village is kind of the, like... I don't know what to call it. It's just like the more wealthier side of things, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Like, there's an entire district area and stuff like that. You can tell this house is fully fledged. Right now, I have one person who played this world with me. It's just a friend, and, you know, they needed resources, so they live here too. Which means whatever they have inside of their chests, you guys could look at and experiment with when the world gets released public, but whatever you do, obviously won't interfere with them. Here's the trail that's leading around to the side of the village that I'm working on currently. You can kind of tell that I'm still working on this tunnel, trying to figure out how to shape it better. And then through here, you'll see the house that I was originally trying to make a video starting off from, and then I failed. Now, like I said, I had to duplicate things, so that way I can actually do this a lot quicker with ease without having to worry about a bunch. and I'm very much excited about that because, good lord, the amount of time that I spent mining for almost no reason when I could have just duplicated the entire time. And it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, not really. At least you know I'm willing to grind, but now I don't have to. If I find clay or golden apples, I'm definitely doing that, and this series will be going on for a very long time without even a single update to the game. Now, plans for the village. I'm going to wrap this village around most of the entire map, so let me climb up on top of this hill to be able to actually talk about it and give you guys a verbal visual, I guess. So, just like the barn that I have over there, I'm going to build it right here, and then I'm going to go down this way with the trail that you can already see down there, and I'm going to build a fishing dock coming off the end of it, and then the trail is going to come up through here, and it's going to kind of zigzag through a bunch of these trees, which are going to be lit up. They are going to be completely decorated. This forest is going to be completely revamped. I might shave this area down, including this massive tree here, which normally I don't get rid of these, and I put a torch on them for a reason to mark territory. Kind of like how that one has a torch on it. And I might get rid of it, so that way I can actually put a village house here, and then I might actually try to turn this into a nice little pond. It's going to wrap all the way around back up here, and it's going to come through. There's going to be 2 more houses over here. There are going to be more underneath bigger trees. I'm even going to try to force large trees to grow, along with getting rid of some of the leaves of the ones that don't need to be there. And I'm going to be bringing the thing all the way the hell down here, wrap it around the back of here, and restart at the beginning of where this video started. Now, this area here, you can tell, at least if you have a good eye, and have been playing the hell out of beta for a while, this is handmade. I'm actually kind of proud of how neat this looks. It was originally going to have a little bit more packing with trees, and then I decided, no, I do like the open, empty feel of it. It gives you kind of, I don't know what kind of vibe to explain. Like, it's just kind of more like, I want to go explore kind of vibe, I guess. And there's my nether portal. Oops. Except that's not the one I went through. That was a regrettable decision that I accidentally, made. Up that hill, there's not going to be a lot touched up, except I'm going to force the hell out of it with grass and stuff like that. Probably put 2 more trees, most likely 2 of them being spruce. I want to see if I can force a big, tall one to grow. And beyond all that, I kind of want to get started on the next project. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so change of plans a little bit. The area I'm about to show you, like I said it was going to be, it's going to have a little farm. I think not. I think I might just try to put, like, another house over here. Not exactly sure what kind, but I know it's going to be based around fishing, as I'm going to turn this into more of a fishing dock-like area, as it's got a pretty decent-sized little lake. And, oh, excuse me. My next plan is to bring everything up here like I was mentioning. However, I still am pretty sure I kind of don't want this over here. I do want to get rid of these trees, and I'm going to put the house here, and I'm going to put the pond here, but I'm going to try to wrap the trail around a little bit more outwards this way, and then see if I can come in from an angle here soon. When you guys actually get a chance to see it, you'll see what I mean. If you're not already kind of visualizing it the way I think I am. I think I am. I am visualizing it. It's me. Like, what? Anyway, I'm going to start working on that house. And I'm not going to put it here. I might have a plan for something over here. Now, this is going to function kind of like a tutorial, I guess, essentially. Because it is basically going to be the same exact house as that one. Oh, sun's going down. Alright, see you guys in a second. Okay. So, now that I got the camera set up again, I'm going to go ahead and start working on this on camera so you guys can actually see the way these things are designed. Now, they usually are random, like certain walls like this one. I usually change up how big the window is. Usually I go for log, log, glass, wooden plank, log, glass, log, and then another wooden plank. So it looks somewhat like this in the center. Then you'd put glass here, and then a log here. Or I change it up and make one large window, or even make it a little bit smaller. It's kind of up to you how you want it, and it's very much dependent on the terrain that's around you. Actually, there's actually a certain strategy for where my windows are placed. This one, since it's just the side of the house, it always will stay open like this, no matter the view. But like, you know, I had to place the house as close as possible up to here so I can get a backyard at least. And I'm gonna put this here because speaking of that backyard, I might actually want to put one here. So I'm going to keep this window like this, and maybe this might be the kitchen, while this might be more like the living room area. And I'm going to put a cut here and work on some of the walls. Okay, I'm back. I am setting up the camera. Give me a good second. And we are on air. Alright, so one of the things that I decided not to do was put the kitchen on this side. The reason why? Well, looks weird if I just go ahead and put a bunch of wood on the side where there's a cobblestone fucking foundry. That just does not look right to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this over here like that. Now, I'm gonna work on putting glass in and stuff like that to kind of show you what I'm talking about when I say these kinds of things. So the only glass when you're building this house that you should not leave is the side walls, and it really depends on whether or not you can actually access the roof from the sides of here. When I get the roof down, I'm pretty sure I can actually jump up from here and just hop on to whatever's going to be here, which is most likely going to be a cobblestone stair. And it's going to be sticking out one more extra block from the side. And I'm actually wanting to build that on camera, mostly as the roof design for this house might be confusing to some people. It's actually rather simple. It's actually really simple. It just, when you first look at it, unless you don't know how to build it and don't watch it get built, you get confused. So, do I have everything I need on me so I don't have to jump up? I'd say basically I don't really need to get more wood. I have it all in my inventory and I can duplicate stuff, so, you know. Now, the only reason why I'm deciding to duplicate objects is so that way if this world ever does go corrupt or anything like that ever again, I can actually have the capability of, you know, just basically redoing all of my progress very, very quickly. Now, how I made that roof is a very good question. It starts to look awkward when you look at it at first. Because, well, it kind of is an awkward roof. And then, I'm pretty sure it's like this. And then it comes across. Do-do-do-do-do, and then do. Now, in case you guys are confused about the dimensions, let me go ahead and go over them. So, width, how wide it is 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4, 5, 6, and it's 9 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, that is the dimensions of this house. It is very small, very easy to build, especially in modern versions of Minecraft. Especially in modern versions of Minecraft. Now, in the center here, mine out 2 blocks. Take your wood and just stack up twice on each side of the exterior of the cut, and then put 2 blocks over, and then put 2 blocks next to it, like this. And each side of those sides of the house should look like that. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and doot, 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 doot. Bam. And then I'm going to carve out these insides. There we go. That sounds very cannibalistic. Yes, I'm going to carve out your insides. Unless you're talking about pumpkins, you should not be saying those words. So, I'm not going to be saying those words anymore from this point on. Unless I'm carving your insides. See, I lied. Now, to the roof design, which is a little confusing. I'm going to go ahead and work on this, because I'm very limited on time. I'll see you guys in a minute. And now, essentially, all you're doing for the rest of your house is basically filling it in with the cobblestone on the outside for the first layer like this. It comes all the way across, and then for the top of your house, all you're doing is wooden planks, and you're just kind of filling it in like this, basically. You're just going up here, placing these, and then right here, and then up here, like this, all the way throughout. So then you push this here, push, put these all the way throughout here. Don't place it on the cobblestone. Only cobblestone goes on top of cobblestone. And you'll get to the point where you get to the top of these, and you'll wonder what to do. Your next step literally is to take these guys and place it here. And you'll start to see the shape start to actually form. I figured before I would actually do anything to that like house and finish it that I would show you the other side of it. That's basically what it's going to look like if you don't have it done. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish the roof. And not exactly on camera, but I'm going to do this portion of it just to show you what it would look like completely building a part of it, at least. Now, the most I can say is that for the first time that you're building this, I would say slow down the video and watch it over, because when I first started doing this, it got confusing to me too. But now I kind of have the layout literally burned into my brain every day I play this game, so it's just kind of natural reflex on exactly how I'm supposed to be able to build this. Like I said, last step really is just kind of going over it. But I'll see you in a second. Okay, now I'm going to finish the last bit of the house on camera for you guys to actually see, so you know what is kind of going on, because I forgot that I did not hit the unpause button for a good minute there. Basically, I'm just adding finishing touches to the house. Yep, there we go. And these finishing touches are kind of important to help bring out the actual shape and size of the house. And up here, I'm going to place U2 staircases, staircase, staircase, slab, slab. And then you can see that it's basically the exact same house as over there. I'm just doing more to the exterior as I have more actual land space to do it, because I need to go terraform that before I finish it. The inside, you're going to put chests up next to the bottom layer of the window because there is a staircase right behind it, but however, since it's 2 blocks tall, you can't place a chest underneath it. So grab a staircase, face it inward, inside out, like towards the actual inside of the house, and there you go. It looks flat from right there. You don't even actually notice the staircase. Now, besides that, that's basically interior decorations and stuff like that. That is all you really need to concern yourself with, and even then, you don't exactly need to worry about it too much, as interior decoration on this version is very, very, very limited to basically what I'm about to just do for you guys right now. This is literally all you really can do. So blue, dude, and I'm going to move this crafting table and place it right here, because this kind of feels like more of a crafting spot, I guess. And then right here, I'm going to place a bed. And that's basically all there is to this house. Now, this is the end of the video. I thank you guys for watching with me. If you liked the video, like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Love you guys all. Thank you for the support, and may you all find peace in the domain.